And the Kings had a great game on Sunday. And it's not just me that's saying that. I want to go ahead and bring in Kevin John because, Kevin, you spoke to NBA champ, ESPN sports analyst Kendrick Perkins, who said, give credit where credit is due. The Kings had a great game, even if it was just that one point that was missed.
Absolutely. You know, it's tough to say when a team is defeated to say, oh, they played great and they played a heck of a game. But Alex, in this defeat, the Kings played one heck of a game. Keep in mind, this is a team that had been struggling with their three-point shot throughout the series. They shot 23% from three-point land in Game 3. They came in Game 4, shot 40% from behind the arc. They got heavy production from their rookie Keegan Murray, who had been pretty much absent the whole series. He breaks out for 23 points, goes 5 of 7 from three-point line. So you look at a lot of the things that the Kings did in yesterday's game, and even though they lost, they can walk away from that game, Alex, feeling confident, feeling optimistic, and feeling proud because they took the defending champions down to the final shot and barely lost.
Literally, like seconds it was.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It is funny being in the arena. Everyone was on pins and needles when Harrison Barnes had shot that three-pointer because we know if it goes in, the Kings win. If not, they lose. But the good news is the Kings still have home court advantage throughout the rest of the playoffs, which means 2 of the final 3 games will be at Golden One Center if it goes to 7 games. But real quick, I do want to get to the soundbite from Kendrick Perkins, the ESPN sports personality and NBA champion. He had some great things to say about the Kings, Alex. Take a listen.
This team is on a mission. Like, this team is playing together, moving, cutting without the basketball. And as I watched them win games, I'm like, oh, they're serious. And then all of a sudden, they started to establish this home court identity. And now I'm seeing the fan base, and I'm like, oh, no, this team is real.
Definitely real indeed.
Yeah, and that's so interesting because Jerry Reynolds, longtime Kings commentator, he also said this is an unselfish team. They are not selfish. They play together, they win together, and that's one thing that's really great about this team. Now, before I let you go here, Game 5 coming up, we got the big news about Fox and his finger. What can we expect for this next game?
Well, you know, we're expecting the Kings to list Fox is doubtful for Game 5 on Wednesday night, but I'll tell you this, Alex, if there's anything we know about De'Aaron Fox, that man will play through any kind of energy, and it's going to take a whole lot more than a fractured index finger to keep De'Aaron Fox on the sideline. So I'm expecting him to play in Game 5. And as we know, Game 5s are very pivotal in a best-of-7 series, especially when the series is tied at 2 games apiece. The winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series 80% of the time. So we'll see what'll happen.
Yep, and can't wait to hear some commentary from you as well. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you, Alex. Always a pleasure to be here with you.
You too. Thanks, Kevin. All right, and we have been asking how you're feeling about Game 4. You guys had a lot to say. And if you had to sum up the game, what would you say? That's the question that we asked. And here are a few of your comments. Some people saying it was a roller coaster. It was intense. It was crazy. Some of you said, we almost had it. Let's take it home. And then someone said, not even a Kings fan, but that was their game to take a 3-1 lead. Aaron saying way better than Game 3. But Linda, I want to get to Linda's comment because she summed it up the best. She said the Kings were awesome. Definitely agree with that. A lot to talk about when it comes to the King. Make sure you send us your thoughts at 916-321-3310, or you can just scan the QR code on your screen right now. You might just see your thoughts, ideas, comments right here. And many of you have already been planning to your next watch party for the game, Game 5 on Wednesday. But I just want to let you know, it won't be as simple as turning on ABC 10 because Game 5, it is on cable, which brings us to a question that actually one of you had at home. So Craig said, when I was in my late 40s, I remember Kings games were televised, at least most of them. I pick up all my television programs via an outdoor antenna, so I'm out of luck there. Can you report why it costs so much to purchase sports programming? Well, Craig, we looked into it. An expert that we spoke to says that it comes down to the deal between providers and the leagues.
The primary reason it's so challenging to watch sports, especially playoffs in particular, is that playoff games are ultimately sold to the highest bidder, and networks are generally willing to pay quite a large sum of money to get those contracts because they bring so many eyeballs to their network.
And Palazzolo adds that ultimately the goal at the end of the day for the sports leagues is to get as much money as they can from those contracts and not to ensure that as many people can watch those games as possible. We have more on this at abc10.com/to-the-point if you want to check it out.